Alright everyone, what is up here today? YouTube, Jigsaw0097. That is game, guys. The Cowboys have fallen to the Saints 12-10 in a game that honestly was a little bit what I thought it would be. I thought that this was going to be similar to last season's game. If you guys remember, I think that game ended with like a 10-9 score or something like that, with Dallas winning when they played the Saints last year. So there's like this weird rivalry that's forming in the NFL. It's kind of like the Eagles-Falcons, where they just keep making these teams play every season. But I knew that the Cowboys would lose this game, guys. I didn't really want to say anything beforehand because, of course, it is any given Sunday. But I was very, very certain that the Cowboys would fall in this one because the Cowboys have not played anyone until tonight. They beat the garbage Giants, which are getting better now because they switched quarterbacks finally. But they beat the garbage Eli Manning Giants. They beat the complete train wreck of a team, Washington Redskins, this year's Cleveland Browns. And then they beat the Dolphins, who are probably equally putrid. So that 3-0 record was fraudulent, in my opinion. And I knew once Dallas played some actual opposition, they would probably start dropping some games. And this one was winnable for them, I will say. They put up a valiant effort. They scored that touchdown. But this was crazy. This was a game that just had, again, like last year's game, these two teams just have a hard time scoring on each other than getting field goals. And so it was just another low-scoring affair. But it was definitely an intense game, and Dallas was in it till the very end. They just kind of ran out of time, that was another weird way to lose. But, it happens. And then, what was the other thing? Yeah, so, like I said, going into the Dome, really hard. I mean, the Eagles, we have bad luck against the Saints as well. But that brings the Cowboys down a peg. They're now 3-1. The Eagles are 2-2. The Eagles just had an amazing momentum win against the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau Field. And we just had the Cowboys drop one in the Dome. So this is going to get more interesting. The Eagles play the Jets next, but the Cowboys have to go play Green Bay. And I guarantee you guys, Aaron Rodgers is not going to let the Cowboys come in and steal a win after what the Eagles did to him. They pissed him off. Aaron Rodgers is the kind of quarterback like Tom Brady. He gets mad when he loses. So I don't envy the Cowboys fans right now having to see that next week. And my prediction is that the Cowboys will fall to 3-2 and the Eagles will beat the Jets, which will make the Eagles and the Cowboys 3-2 tied. The way it should be, guys. This rivalry is like this every year. It's always the story of the NFC East. It's the Cowboys versus the Eagles. It's been that way for 4 or 5 years now, other than that 1 year where the Redskins got in there with Kirk Cousins. But other than that, it's really it's the Cowboys-Eagles show, man. So, I don't know. It was the result I expected. I'm not going to do a whole lot of trash talking in this game, because I think the Cowboys, they put up a good fight on this one. I got to give them a little bit of credit here. They did make that game interesting. They didn't just lay down and die. And they also put a lot of pressure on Teddy. I can't do anything when there's pressure in my face. Bridgewater. Freaking, how many sacks did that guy take for no reason? Just losing 5-6 yards. The last one just drove me insane. He basically moved them out of field goal range. And then the Cowboys, of course, had a shot to win it there, but like I said, they just kind of ran out of time. So, whatever. It was a crazy NFC battle. I'll give credit where credit is due, but Cowboys took a goose egg on this one. They took a big, heavy loss here, and that's kind of the way that I thought it would happen. It's the result I wanted, of course. I'm an Eagles fan, and it is what it is. But anyway, guys, I'd like to know your thoughts on this game. Your thoughts on the NFC race as a whole, the NFC East race as a whole. It's been a crazy week of football. We had that crazy Bucs game, which I made a video about if you want to check that out. And then, of course, we had a Lions-Chiefs game that came down to the wire. A lot of people are saying the Lions should have won that game because of the refs kind of screwed the Lions at the end there, but it is what it is. And then, of course, we had the Eagles going into Lambeau Field and beating the Green Bay Packers, which was just an upset if I've ever seen one. So lots of great football games. The Falcons are kind of showing us that they suck. Really annoying now that the Eagles lost to them. there's just a lot of things are finally, the teams are finally showing what they really are going to be for the rest of the season. And this is kind of when football starts, is week 4. Takes about a month for these teams to get in whatever groove they're going to get into, and then we get to see the final results play out for the rest of the season. So it's going to be fun, guys. I can't wait for week 5, and I will be making my preview video for that. But if you're new to the channel as well, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as I will be making YouTube videos like this throughout the season about other teams, mostly the Eagles, but teams that I feel like talking about. And also to anyone that is subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and hit that notification bell on there so that you guys can get notified when I make videos like this. I know YouTube's algorithm nowadays is just really bad about that. It's really hard for smaller channels like mine to grow these days because my videos don't get recommended very much. So it's kind of up to me to encourage my audience to, go out there, share the videos, spread the word, stuff like that. So I appreciate it so much, guys. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching and supporting the channel. But with that said, this has been Jigsaw0097. I will talk to you all later.